Hey everyone, welcome to today's show. We're diving into a strange tale of a doctor and nurse. Rachel vanished in the ward. The warden gathered a whole crew and searched the island, but it was like Rachel had pulled a magic disappearing act. Teddy sighed while staring at her picture. Suddenly, memories of the concentration camp popped into Teddy's mind, and with the headache escalating, the director guessed it might be seasickness and handed over some. Following the director's lead, they entered Rachel's room, which looked untouched, as if the windows and door had been spellbound. The floor was spick and span too, and the director told Chuck, "Here, we only have 2 pairs of patient shoes." Rachel made her escape, and Teddy keenly spotted a note hidden beneath the tiles, reading Rule 4, "Who is patient 67?" The director recognized Rachel's handwriting, but its meaning. The mystery deepens. The team kept theorizing that even if Rachel managed to escape the ward, she'd get caught under the watchful eyes of the staff. Teddy decided to interview all the staff one by one. Next, he scattered Shutter Island's layout and found guards indifferent to Rachel's disappearance. The warden casually mentioned it. "Last night tides were wild, escape impossible." Teddy pointed to the nearby lighthouse. The warden revealed, "It's the sewage treatment." In the evening, the director called all staff for an investigation, but they hadn't seen Rachel. Teddy wanted to talk to Sean, the attending doctor. Unfortunately, told Dr. Sean was on vacation, staff tried to reach him by phone. But disaster struck. The storm knocked out the signals, and the investigation had to be put on hold. Teddy asked to see Dr. Sean's records, but was blocked by another colleague. The director chimed in that they had no right to access that. Teddy sensed the director was hiding something. Back home, he tried decoding Rachel's note, but dozed off. In his dreams, he met his late wife, who asked him why he was drinking. Suddenly, the bottle vanished from his hands. His wife told him that Rachel was here all along, then turned to stride toward another window. The city scenery outside morphed into a lakeside sunset, and Teddy was shocked to see his wife's back ablaze. He rushed to embrace her, only to see her abdomen oozing blood, and the room was filled with burning ashes. His wife burned to a crisp in his arms, and Teddy jolted awake. Turned out it was just a leaky ceiling, while outside the storm raged on. Teddy set off to look for Rachel's traces, interrogating several patients. He tried to fish for clues from them, and when he asked a patient named Eanes, she suddenly said she was thirsty, her eyes glued to the tea drinker. Eanes hurriedly snatched the notebook and scribbled a hint down. Teddy was baffled, but stuffed the notebook in his pocket. Oblivious, Eanes drank without a cup. Seizing the moment, Teddy asked, "Have you encountered a patient named Andrew Leadis?" "No, I've never heard of him." The tea drinker sensed Teddy's urgency to find Leadis and investigate his wife's death. Teddy had read in the papers that Leadis was locked up on Shutter Island, yet he had vanished like Rachel too. The duo made their way to a graveyard to look for Leadis' tombstone, perhaps had already bid farewell to this island for good. While checking the gravestones, the tea drinker suddenly asked that patient, Bridget Guerin, "When she offered you water, do you remember what she said?" At that moment, the storm worsened, and the two of them sought refuge in an abandoned house. The tea drinker asked him if he'd kill Leadis if they found him. Teddy replied, "I didn't come here for a killing spree." In WW2, Teddy stormed Dachau, witnessing too many horrors. You can imagine how brutal that war was. To punish the enemy's atrocities, they gunned down all enemy troops. Teddy was weary of violence. His purpose on Shutter Island was to investigate the mental hospital secretly conducting brain experiments. He once knew a college student named George who came here for some cash and ended up undergoing a year-long mental experiment. After returning, George turned erratic, even murdering 3 people in a bar. His lawyer argued insanity for him. In court, George declared he'd rather die than return to Shutter Island for treatment. Thus, Teddy decided to hunt for evidence to expose the hospital's secrets. But Chuck thought Teddy had other intentions. They ended up bickering, with Chuck saying, "You're just asking nonsense, we're here to find Rachel Salander." Where on earth could Teddy got heated and warned Chuck, "This isn't something they can know. If it leaks, we're all toast." Just then, fire alarms blared, and the director stepped into the room, trying to calm them down. He warned the two, "If you don't behave, you might just end up as a patient here, and trust me, you won't be getting out anytime." Teddy and Chuck exchanged glances, but the director's warning clearly fell on deaf ears. They decided to keep searching for Rachel, but the deeper they went, the more uneasy they felt. Were all the people simply actors in this twisted play? Teddy and Chuck's journey of exploration seemed just to get started. with plenty more secrets lying in wait for them to uncover. So remember to subscribe to our channel and don't miss out on more amazing content.